Remember back when I said my next video hopefully wouldn't take too long to come out? Oh, 2018 goop. So innocent. So young. Well, anyway, Article 13 passed, so it looks like I need to get rid of all my copyrighted possessions. I'm sure gonna miss my Blanks poster, my Squid Girl figurine, my Vocaloid Nendoroid, my Android, my destroyed Polaroid, and most of all, avoid Vinoid. You know what? Fuck the EU. Nothing's gonna stop me from making videos in copyrighted subject matter. And you know what copyrighted material is pissing me off? This movie. And more importantly, why this movie isn't gonna suck as much. Yeah, I'm still working on my video introductions. Late last year, the first trailer for Detective Pikachu was uploaded, and people were practically crying with joy. Not even Toy Story 4 could take the spotlight away from it. So the hedgecock-sucking furries over at Paramount decided to try and replicate this success by shitting out this god-awful teaser poster for their upcoming live-action video game adaptation featuring a talking animal. So, why doesn't this one work? Now, obviously I'm talking about both of these movies based on what we've seen so far, and for the Sonic movie, that's not really a lot. So you know, it could still be an okay movie, it's just... I've seen quite a few people saying they could have just easily fixed this by keeping Sonic's original design, but giving it realistic fur and spine details, but I disagree. That approach only worked for Pikachu because Pikachu is already designed like a real animal. Nothing about his anatomy conflicts with how animals function in the real world. All they had to do was make him floofy, and he looks completely fine in live action. But with Sonic, well, contrary to his name, he's not really an animal. What I mean is, he wasn't designed with the intention of him looking like a real animal. He was designed as a cartoon character. His design is pretty abstract. He's not just a hedgehog but blue. And because of this, when he's given realistic details such as fur, it makes the abstract elements of his design way more jarring. The realistic elements completely clash with features such as his connected eyes, his simplified spines, and his noodly limbs. Even Naoto Oshima, the guy who designed Sonic, isn't happy with this. Just look at this tweet he made. Let me just translate it. See, there you go. As for Eggman, or Robotnik, as I think he's being called, because brand consistency doesn't matter at all, I don't really have much to say. I mean, it's just Jim Carrey. A brilliant casting choice, might I add. Don't you see the resemblance? So basically, if you want to put Sonic in live action, your only options are to keep his original design and look completely out of place with the rest of the movie, keep the original design but add realistic details, making him blend in with the environment better, but in turn making him look like a gross alien. Or yeah, it's a lose-lose situation. So how could they have fixed this? They couldn't. The very idea of making this movie live action is what killed it. It was trash from the start and nothing could have saved it. If you want to make a live action buddy cop film, why Sonic? If they wanted to make a movie about Sonic, why make it a live action buddy cop film? Detective Pikachu doesn't need to worry about any of this because the majority of Pokemon have animal anatomy to begin with. And even the ones that don't still work because the uncanny appearances are used well, whether it be for comedic or atmospheric purposes. That being said, not all Pokemon are going to work in this style. I could probably list a few that I think it's safe to assume aren't going to appear in this movie, assuming the people behind it aren't fucking madmen. It's probably also worth mentioning that Detective Pikachu appears to be made by people who actually give a shit about the source material. They could have easily just stuck to Pikachu and some other well-known Pokemon that wouldn't be too hard to translate into live action. But no, there's a lot of deep cuts here. It really feels like they had fun with it. This had to be a Pokemon movie. None of this would be possible without the license. Meanwhile, the Sonic movie really could have been about anything. It sounds like it's going to only be Sonic and Eggman forced into a generic buddy cop film. They have nothing to do with it. What would you even lose if you took away the Sonic license? It would just be Alvin and the Chipmunks 5. You walnuts get a refund. I just feel like the Sonic movie isn't going to be very enjoyable. Like, with Detective Pikachu, Pikachu's character itself is pretty much enough to make scenes fun. It's a talking Pikachu with a deep and serious voice. It's not exactly the hardest thing in the world to write funny scenes with. But with Sonic, well, Even if the jokes are well written, which I wouldn't get your hopes up for, they'd just be completely ruined because they're coming out of the mouth of this thing. With Sonic, it's just going to be a lot harder to make the audience care about him. Pikachu's cute and funny, the audience are going to root for him anyway, but with Sonic, who cares? We're probably going to do a fake out death scene that's meant to be emotional, except it won't be because you want this thing to die. Look at it, it's fucking gross, get it off my screen. If there's one good thing to come out of the Sonic movie, it's Sonic's voice actor at least. Ben Schwartz is an excellent choice for the character. I just wish he was voicing the real Sonic, and not this lanky Nike shoe blue arm, my turn on the Xbox, Rocket Raccoon, bare hands, the undercover cop never liked the Monkey Man, fursuit, rubber Johnny, Five Nights at Freddy's looking ass Muppet abomination. Where are his socks? I have really got to invest in a sofa.